And remember, it is not knowledge that is power. Really, it is the effective application of that knowledge that you've gained that is going to empower you. Hi guys, it's Ben Seong here. Welcome back to another YouTube video, and this one is all about entering the personal training industry. I've been in this industry now for 19 years. I know I look 22 every year. Don't laugh, I'm 22. But I've been in this industry now for 19 years. I've been a personal trainer for, let's see, 8, 7, 15, 16, 15 years full-time as a personal trainer. I spent 8 years in a commercial gym, a very large commercial gym, working as a personal trainer, in fact being one of the busiest personal trainers before I moved out and decided to create a strength performance space for myself and my coaches. Prior to that, I was doing a lot of part-time work in small gyms, university gyms, kind of working with people on and off as a side passion more than a job or a career. In Australia, we have something called a Certificate 3 and 4. So Certificate 3 and 4, or a diploma in fitness, is very similar to, I guess, your NASM or your ACE sort of qualifications to be a personal trainer. These qualifications, Certificate 3 and 4, allow you to enter the fitness industry within Australia and register yourself with government or regulatory bodies such as Fitness Australia and Physical Activity Australia. Now, in saying so as well, a Certificate 3 refers to group classes. A Certificate 4 is you have to do a Cert 3 first, and then when you do a Cert 4, that allows you to do personal training, so one-on-one training. So group Cert first for group classes, and then on top of that, you come and do a one-on-one personal training certificate. So once you've finished your basic Cert 3 and 4, then really the world is your oyster. This is kind of the passport that allows you to enter the fitness industry. What do you want to do? What do you want to specialize in is your call. I think my biggest advice for that is start as a personal trainer that trains general population, because from there you would understand your ability to train with certain clients. You would learn how to attract the clients very much like yourself, the clients you want to attract to yourself. You will also learn that you don't do well with certain clients. This experience is invaluable. Don't select what you think you do best. Put yourself in the situation first as a general PT, and then learn to understand whether training group classes is your thing, working one-on-one or specifically one-on-one with individuals is your thing. Are you better at rehab? Perhaps you want to work with a population that is pregnant, for example, pregnant women. Perhaps you only want to work with women. Perhaps you only want to work with bodybuilders because you love body composition. So there are many facets of training you can get into. Some people endeavor to do sport-specific training. Most of them, if you're interested in athletes, for example, and athletes specifically, then typically we get a lot of students that would go through a more structured degree, very much like a Bachelor of Science or exercise science, exercise physiologist, and then they specialize in training athletes. And this is where you probably will need a placement within an athletic sort of a company, whether you're training with a particular sport, that you go in there, that you do a placement with that. You might also look at the Australia Strength and Conditioning Association, ASCA, that would help qualify you to work with athletes specifically. So there are different paths on where you can go down with, but I do strongly suggest that you take your time to discover your path. And you'd be surprised, because the path that I'm on right now in education and being really big in body composition and education wasn't the path that I chose for myself when I first entered the industry. Now I want to talk about the ASP courses. Some of you have asked me about the courses that we run, and these courses are specially designed to interpret a lot of the theories that you see out there, all these scientific journals, all the information that's out there, diluting it as well as making it into practical and applicable concepts. Now, the one thing I've always found is that whenever I've done a lot of these courses, so many of them are great in the information they provide. But the problem with that is, what do trainers do after they've taken away that information? There is a whole bunch of stuff in your head that you may not know how to arrange or apply to your clients, or make it even practical for the type of population that you're training. I think the main thing about a course is learning how to extract the information that is necessary for you and actually putting it down into practical experience, trying it out with your clients, seeing how they change with it, seeing how you can change with that information as well, and how relevant is that information actually to you. So the ASP courses are all catered to that. We teach you how to individualize a lot of these extreme theories that you might see out there. How can you actually dilute these theories to make sense to the clientele you're training? How can you utilize it well? How can you individualize these particular theories? As well as, let's look at some case studies on how these theories may not actually stand. So within a scientific study, for example, you may see that science has given us a result, but this result is based on a study of 24 people. What if, let's say, your client is not like one of these 24 people? Chances are that is going to be extremely high. And so that result cannot be extrapolated to your client. Maybe your client is unique in their experience. And this is where personal experience, understanding your client, is extremely important. And this is where science cannot be directly transferred over, but we need to learn how this can be individualized to a particular circumstance. So if you haven't done an ASP course before, this would be a great opportunity for you to look into it. Learn-asp.com. So learn-asp.com is where the ASP seminars and courses are being held. If you can hop onto that site and see the information, the vast amount of information that's provided down there, you as a personal trainer would definitely stand to benefit from a lot of the golden nuggets that I share within that platform itself. This is information that you can take away. And remember, it is not knowledge that is power. Really, it is the effective application of that knowledge that you've gained that is going to empower you. So train smart, not just train hard, and be empowered by the information that you apply. We'll see you soon.